Have you ever wondered how people purchase their homes off market? Well, let me tell you how my wife and I found our home off market. The year was 2021, and we were still in the midst of COVID, where there was a massive migration into the suburbs from urban areas. Now, my wife and I had a small child, and we had a second one on the way, so we decided it was a good time for us to upsize and buy our first real single-family home. We wanted something that we were going to be in for the next 15 to 20 years, where we're going to raise our kids. So when we started the search, we thought, okay, where do we want to live? And we're both real estate agents, so this process was very difficult for us because we've seen so many good towns. Now, our criteria was that we wanted to be within a certain distance of Hoboken and Jersey City, where we do most of our business. We wanted a town with a downtown, with good schools, and with a commute to the city. We had more criteria than that, but those are the main things we were looking for. So we started with a list of 30 towns, which I do not recommend anybody does. Way too long of a list. But we're exposed to so many because our team has sold in over 80 towns in northern New Jersey. So we know the good ones, and we wanted to spend time in each one to see where we really wanted to plant our roots. So that list of 30 quickly shrunk to about 10 towns once we started really going to see houses, open houses, and spending time in each town. And the town that we originally had as our number one town moved down the list to about number 5, and a town that I didn't know much about and didn't think much of slowly rose to number 1 on our list. Now, in that process, what happened was we were making offers on homes, and aggressively at that. During that process, we made an offer over the course of about 5 months on 4 properties. 2 in Glen Rock, 1 in Hohokus, 1 in Westfield. And we had lost on all of them. 3 of them we came in second place, so we were very close. And these offers were very strong offers. We were going 100 grand over ask. We were waiving or limiting our inspections. We were given very strong terms to the seller. The same thing I would ask you to do as a client in this sort of environment where there's a big bidding war. And so we thought, okay, well, what can we do? What else can we do? What other avenue can we explore to try to find a property? And at this point in time, I had experience investing in real estate also. And one of the things that I done with a partner was we were looking for properties off market. So I said to my wife, why don't we try the same thing for our house? I have experience doing this, finding properties off market by writing letters to home sellers. And so we did just that. We came up with what our number 1 town was, and then we kind of wrote down our criteria, our wish list. We wanted a specific lot size that was very important to us. So that was a non-negotiable. And we wrote down what those non-negotiables were. But we were open to different ideas. We were open to building a house, to buying a house that we need to renovate, or to buying something turnkey. And we had different price points for all 3 of those options. And so what we did was, using specialized software, we put together a list of homeowners who had properties that matched our search criteria. And in the town that we chose as our favorite town, which is Westfield, where we live now, we had a list of 1,800 homeowners, which criteria matched what we were looking for. So we send those letters out. We used a company to do that as well. And from those 1,800 letters, we got 27 responses over the course of the next 4 months or so. When we got a response, what we would do is we would look at a Google Street View of the property. And if we were interested, based on that, based on the location and looking at the surround, we would then respond to the homeowner, and we would ask if we can make an appointment to see the property in person. So out of those 27 responses, we ended up with 4 good homes. We ended up with 2 amazing homes that we really loved, and we ended up purchasing our favorite home from that list. The home that we purchased belonged to an elderly couple that had built the home 37 years prior. They raised their 4 kids there, and they had since then retired and moved to Florida and haven't been spending much time there. They were happy to sell it to a family like us instead of selling it to a developer or a flipper or somebody else. And also, we would have probably never been able to buy that home on the market because A, it would have sold for more, and B, it would have been a bidding war. and there would have been a lot of eyes on it, and the chances of us winning would have been much smaller than us being the only offer that they had. The reason why I want to tell you all this in this story is because we can do the exact same thing for you. If you're somebody who has struggled in this market, if you've lost out on bidding wars, or you don't want to be involved in them at all because you don't want to compete and be bidding over asking price, or you feel like you're negotiating against yourself. If you're somebody that's interested in finding something that's exactly what you're looking for, the only thing we ask of you is you have to be very specific in where you want to live and what you want. And if you are, and you're ready to take the next step, we can find that off-market home for you. We've done it successfully for ourselves. Let us bring this to you as a service. You have our contact information here in this video. Please feel free to reach out, and we look forward to serving you.